recycling. E-waste and creation, she is always a cut above. Please like, comment and subscribe. Come along, enjoy the ride.
Hey curious people, here we are again, and temperature has dropped a little, so I'm a little bit chilly. So I did fall for some of the classic old internet advertising, and I saw these things. Now, firstly, it doesn't really look anything like the quality that it did on the advert. The box it's not ideal, but let's have a look, see if we can just warm this shed up a little. And we're going to do some scrap marathoning again today. It's a never-ending process. So I did already have a look. It's called the Handy Heater. I mean, this looks quite like it did on the thing. But yeah, it looks like it has that they change the plug depending on the country, and this does have UK on the box. So I mean, maybe perhaps we'll plug it in and see what happens. But I'm not massively optimistic it's going to be as good as what it is suggested on the advert. Well, let's have a look, because it can be pretty desperate up here. Okay. I mean, it's not ideal because I've also got an extension plug and not a wall socket. But we just want to have a little look, don't we? And see. I mean, that is quite warm, actually. It says it costs pennies an hour to heat. I mean, if that was true, that would be great, but I don't know. I suspect maybe not, but it is warm. Is it warmer than that other one? Not so sure. Might just leave it on the bench for a minute just to warm my cockles. My bin for my boards outside is full, but we get stuff like this, don't we? And actually, this board is not going to be going to my board buyer. It's not worth it. But it's got all these goodies on it. So let's just quickly whip off some of the goodies. Now, chisel was a nice method, but I'm going to try my new axe, because I suspect that will quite nicely be able to just whip off some of these pieces. So let's just see, shall we? Let's just see. And I've got a big like floor washer thing, like an industrial one outside. I think we'll get that, sort that in a minute, but I just wanted to have a little look. Remove some of these bits first. So obviously I want the transformers, the coils, the aluminium. They're just transformer modules. I'm not interested in those, but these are brass that hold in like the fuses and stuff. Depends on the level you're going to. You're the wrong way round, I'm afraid. Can I do it left-handed? Probably not. No way. I can already feel that's going to be way way wrong. So let's just see. Yeah, I mean, it's not really going to work because it's not precision enough. I might just do it the other side though. It's going to be messy, I think. Another little one. that. Now, I love the bridges because they are just good for copper, just like the MOSFETs. And the board itself is too brittle to... It's the board that's giving instead of the components, which is a little annoying, but is what it is. Got that one off pretty nicely. I do like some of the other components to go in, like my resin bits and bobs. This capacitor is actually big enough to go in aluminium. Irony alley for most yards. Mine will let the odd one sneak in with aluminium. In here there should be a spool. Let's have a look. Yeah, knock that ferrite off and you've just got that copper spool there. So this is where the smaller chisel and hammer works nicely, just to take off what you want. That one is already smashed out. Singles I'll take. So sometimes I'll take the blue M&Ms. I do like these little resin dip tanties, capacitors here. They look good inside stuff. So yeah, from scrapper's value, not much, just a few base metals, which is still, you know, we like base metals, us scrappers. That's fine. But there's other bits here for me. There's a MOSFET, we'll have that, obviously. And now this problem zone over here, I can attempt to chisel it, but I'm not sure how well it will chisel. Let's see. Okay, got that. All the bridges are still on it though, which I do actually want. And there's also, they may well be brass. Yeah, they're brass. So there is actually more micro scrapping on here than what I probably would have first imagined. Because obviously we want that brass. And these, each of these has got a tiny bit of copper on. We're not going to let those go either, because why would we? Now, these transformer modules are actually better than I've ever seen before. Look at these. There's proper coils in there. Normally, the copper in those is pretty poor, and you can't really get it. But look at these; these are great. Yummy. So this is about not turning your nose up at stuff that looks really low, because I want that. I want all of those, you know. Okay, and now, although I would, you know, come and take a couple of these for creations. The rest of that I'm not particularly interested in. So there's a crystal oscillator there. That's going to go into shred. There are some ICs on the back, but they're plastic, they're not ceramic. They're going to have really low gold content. It's not worth my time. And then that can go into shred. I will take off these bridges. They have got the copper plates on the back, which is nice. Okay, although I did it in a very messy way, I've got the bits I wanted off of that board. We've got aluminium. Obviously, the MOSFETs need unscrewing, which should just be a quick, easy job. Complete with lots of heatsink paste. So we've just got aluminium, 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 and aluminium. This is probably steel, this bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's picking up the solder on the bottom there. But that bit isn't actually aluminium, steel. I wonder if that's... Let's have a closer look at the clip here. Very hard to bend. So that I think is actually stainless. So I think a little stainless steel clip, more MOSFETs, and they should just slide off, given that they're not attached to anything. Very stuck on with the paste. There we go. Okay, so a little bit of aluminium. Yummy. Let's use this bad boy. I'm going to put all the base metals that we get micro scrapping today in here, and we'll have a look at the end and see exactly how much we got. Why not? So let's have a look at one of these. Oh yeah. Yeah, as suspected. It's got the nice copper plate in there. Yummy. Just gently use the corner. So that is quite a nice thick copper plate on here. The centre bit, I'll be honest, I don't know what that is. So if you know, let me know. So yeah, worth keeping all, I would say, into the base metal bin. Now, let's have a look at this one. This one has got no copper back. I think it might just have some lines of copper in it, but we'll have a look in case it's worth, you know, getting. Oh yes, boy am I glad I kept going. I've got loads of these that I've put away, but I've just never got round to processing them. But actually, as you can see, there's a bit more copper in those than I thought, which is awesome. It's all about, you know, just trying to get the most value you can for what you've got. And obviously depending on what you're doing with it, which kind of, I know some people are going to have a heart attack right now that I've got my fingers, but they're honestly not close and I'm not swinging it high enough. Okay, so in that bridge, I'm going to call it a bridge, I think it's a bridge rectifier, but I don't know. We have this. So I'd say that was worth it too. Yeah. And you've got these little bits and pieces. We're not going to let any copper. We leave no copper behind. Where's I want to here? There we go. There we go. Yummy. So how's everybody's New Year's resolutions going? I added to mine. So not only is mine decluttering, which I'm still doing, so I'm, you know, pleased with that. I've also done one. It's not really a New Year's resolution because well, I suppose it is still New Year, but I didn't think of it in time. But it is, I want to achieve something every day. So no matter how small, it could literally be putting all of the washing away. But I want to achieve something. Got a bit of that in my mouth. Every day. Just to feel like I've achieved something, basically. It can be big, it can be small. It can be hoovering through. It can be just basically doing anything, sorting out a box, getting rid of some clothes, doing a box at a time to go through storage stuff for the charity shop, you know, whatever, just something. And I've been doing that as well, which I've been enjoying. Voila. Now, these are pesky, aren't they? I don't think, I do not normally process these because I take them off because I chuck them in my Motors and Transformers box. But there's so much tape and it's just like little strands. It would take so much time to get to that. I'm probably not going to do it. I'm probably going to put that in Transformers and then just see, you know, just see. But things can change. So the bigger inductors, like copper toroids, I keep the ferrite. Don't ask me why. I actually don't know. This probably I will accept as hoarding. I'll show you. Allow me. It's probably easier if I just show you. I like things, and I mean I don't know why that's in there. All these, but yeah, these are my ferrite toroids. I've also got jars of them. They are very tactile and sensory. If you've watched me, you know me by now. You know I'm a very sensual, sensory-orientated woman. I find pleasure in very small things, like this kind of thing. God, these are freezing. I do also use them for creation, so they're not just sitting quite idly sitting there, but they feel really nice. They sound really nice. To me, these just are really nice. So when I see all the other scrappers, you know who you are, take a hammer to these bad boys to quickly get the copper out, I'm like, no. Because I really like them. It's a really silly thing. No value. But I like fiddling with them. What can I say? They are really sensory. If you are really sensory, I suggest you collect some and just see for yourself. It's quite calming. Yeah. Lovely. And I digress. And I think I should do some shorts on all these, the sensory side of scrap, because I know I'm not the only person who likes these spinny, clicky, fiddly, lovely, jubbly thingies. I know there's many of you out there. So, yeah, that's just another one of the things that I like. I just, I cannot be the only one. I can't be the only one that does this. I just cannot. Some of them I process and some I just chuck in here. They look great in creations. They're very satisfying. Just filling a jar up with these and putting it on a rotating platform is very satisfying. What can I say? This one's very heavy because not only is it the ferrite, it's the copper as well. Anyway, I digress. Which I do a lot. This is very easily done. And then, this is the stuff I never get round to. Things like power supplies, but I'm going to extract all of the yummy base metals out of here. This transformer here, under these four. Let me know if you would like me to, if you'd like to see me make some stuff on my other channel, some of my e-waste creations. And I might film it next time. Next time, I know I've showing up finished products and stuff, but I mean, yummy! Look at all these goodies. Delish. I also keep these because these are awesome. I have a whole drawer full of these. Okay. Okay. Take this plastic clip out. Now, the singles I will try to snip as close to the board as I can so that I get as much as I can. Okay. Now there's completely different levels of micro scrapping. Some of you will go after the little brass in there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I guess for today's task, why not? Let's do it. There we go. Now that can go and shred. Let's try and repair that thing that's right in my way. Okay, brass. Okay. Well, as we're seeing how much we can scrap with an axe, or hatchet, some people call it. This is going to be a fun board to see. The board I don't think is going to be quite as brittle. Get rid of that resistor there, out of the way. Relay, no, resistor, yep. Right. Wrap round capacitors that I just snipped through. Oh well. Just such a lovely pile of singles wires. And we want it. Singles. Not too much left behind there on the cable front. Okay, so that needs to do a bit more too. Okay, there's a coil. We'll take that. Because this board is strong, I think I'll have better luck with the axe. Let's test that theory. Let's test that theory. Yeah. Sweet. One, that one, that's three have come off. Heat sink. Oh yeah, see, this is what I was trying to do earlier, but failing pretty miserably. That one's got cordage on it, which is why it's being slightly more stubborn. And more toroids. And given what I just said about the ferrite, doing it this way, obviously the ferrite is not going to survive. That. Put a copper plate inside. Oh, that went down in there anyway. There's another coil. One went to the floor. Okay. That's actually a ceramic IC on there, which is interesting. Well, I'll be damned. There are gold legs on that. What the hell? I have never ever. This is a power board. And that daughter board on it has got gold legs. Never have I ever. I mean, I've never looked at that little daughter board bit before. Actually, don't tell me they've always had gold legs. Good Lord, they are. They actually are. I'm amazed. I'm going to have to open up another power board and smash off that sideboard and see if that's got gold legs as well. Is that one? Oh my gosh, that one looks like it has as well. Yeah, it has. What on earth? How many of you have found gold legs on those before? They're only dipped, but even so, I'm surprised. Into the gold bucket it goes. Get those little bits of board off of it. Oh. Okay, back from school runs. But then my son's off to boxing in a bit, and mum life, lots of running around. Work tomorrow, 11-hour shift, so I need some valuable shed time right here. Okay, let's process some of these bits, and let's get some of the copper out of the bits that I did last week. Okay, although there is, missed one. Let's get the copper out of this bad boy. It works quite well to just hold it with a pick and smash. Copper, copper, copper. Okay. Quite convenient actually, having this thing I can just drop stuff down into. Okay, so with these, this bit, the handle's turning and not the thing. That makes that's rendered that one useless. That might as well become a smashy instead. Oh, my nail's doing the job. Great. Alright. So, this can all go into aluminium. I mean, technically that's irony alley, but I might get away with it. We'll see. And again, more aluminium. Bit of brass on the end though. So we'll have that. Yum. Yum. Okay. So, I'm just going to go into the vise and squeeze this end. To open that bit out. Can you see what I'm doing? Not really. There we go. Did you see it drop? Easy peasy. I'll do the other one while I'm here. That one's still got that one's riveted in. Interesting. And then that's just going to go into shred. There is that little bit of copper around the edge still. It just slides down. Tis a dream. Tis a dream. Now, two nice little blocks of steel, should you require them for something. This one's very brittle. Pretty much just snap those bits with my hands. Brass, want that. And that. Oh, this one's a dream. Look how easy that was. And then bum 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 bum. You can keep your hat on. Bum 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 bum. You can keep your hat on. Do 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 do. You can keep your hat on. Bum 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 bum. I like it when you don't actually have to smash these because they don't get caught so much. Easy peasy, look at that. And look at this. Yummy. Yum, yum, yum diddly yum. It's like a really dirty colour, that, isn't it? Nice little ball. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum dum. It's just making it worse. Trying to make it harder. Just squishing it back out. Okay, let's see if I can do the same with this one. In a word, no, because it's stronger. This is much more Goldilocks, isn't it? You can keep like a little copper striptease. Alrighty. Get little teeny bits of plastic out of there. And the sticky bit. Let's get that off too. Sometimes just a nice, good old easy pair of scissors will do the trick. Yum, 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 yum. Very stuck on there. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. But I love it, haven't you? Oh yeah. And like I said in the live chat the other day, and Dan from Candy Scrapping commented that the fan on that oven was they're normally aluminium. It was so greasy I just forgot and chucked it in the shred, but I can bury it back out of the shred. We'll get the aluminium. That's aluminium. This bit here. Yep. Yep. Aluminium. Leave no non-ferrous behind. Okay, what other? Oh, we had the armature, which I don't normally do because I'll be honest, I'm planning on melting the copper out of these and getting this bit too. I think I might leave that. We also had this, didn't we? Which use the vice. Sorry, I know you didn't get to see it, but you heard it. So again, there's the armature, which would get melted out. And then these yummy bits. Which, and as I said the other day, I like to just cut and pull. Just got to make sure it's high enough not to get the metal. That's it. Very stiff, this copper. Crikey. Ooh, do not want to bend up. Wow. Ew. That is stiff. There's a tiny bit there that hasn't gone through on that side. That's it. You can hear it cracking, can't you? So sometimes you can bash it out the side. You can see it's beginning to come this way, but that's a bit harder unless you snip both sides. I'm going to attempt to pull it. I'm not sure if it's going to pull because it's so stiff, but we'll give it a try. Pop it in the vise. Pop it in the vise and have a will that get in there? Yep. There we go. Sense that doing that. I knew that was going to happen. That one side was going to come, and not the other. Scrap a lunch. Easy there, fella. Steady, steady. Okay, so this one is being stubborn. There's always one. But luckily, I'm also very stubborn. Or determined. Whichever way you like to look at it. I go, either or. So this, the metal is basically separating here. C'est la vie. I will just bash it about until I get what I want, basically. And there's one bit. Just separating all the metal now, because if I can't pull it out of the metal, then heck, let's just pull the metal off of it. It's definitely the long-winded way of doing it, but the results are the same. Got what I wanted, just not the way I wanted. There we go. I do like these. These are awesome. Like I said before, Flight of the Navigator. Max. Yes, Max. Those were geeks. Great film. Yeah, they are going in the creations drawer. Not those ones, they're bent, but the rest can. Because that is very cool. And yes, the drawers are full. We're just gonna shove it in there as much as we can possibly get. Alright, let's put you back where you're supposed to be. I think we're good. Okay. So, la 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 la. I need to find my Stanley knife, which I haven't got right now, so I'm not going to do it the long way. Stanley knife just to cut off the plastic. Got there, bosh bosh. We've got the copper. Job's good one. Okay, this transformer is worth doing, I think, personally. So et voila. Oh, who needs the jimmer? Take away all the metal. Yeah, quite like these too. This is not convenient. Not convenient, although it is very convenient because it's given me lots of bits and bobs, but I'm trying to clear out. And it leaves me with lots of stuffs. Okay. These ones I'll put in the little copper jar because it's little pieces. Put the same again on the other side. And they need peeling off still. Bum, bum. Now that's well worth getting out of there instead of putting into motors and transformers, wouldn't you agree? Yes. Ooh, yeah. So, if I put that in there, it's going to just crumble apart, so good one. bum, 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 bum. I'm not too worried about little contaminants because in the melting pot they'll just burn off. Or the steel I will get with a magnet. So yeah, a few bits, but that'll do. Yummy! That one I'll leave on the edge. And pray. Because I think that means I should be able to just, oh yeah, pull it out. Et voila! You win some, you lose some. Some are easy, some are not. But this was easy. And that's the way I like it. 'Cause that's the way, I like it. That's the way a scrappers we like it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh, right. Let's put those armatures with those armatures. Okay. Okay, so I think this is going to be the way forward, just putting it out because I can't get to where I want to get to. It's a roundabout the house's way of doing it, but again I'll be getting the bits that I really want. Except for the armature, but one day if I really want to I can come back to it. I can't believe I just did that. Did you hear that shower of copper just landing everywhere and anywhere? So there is still the armature in there, but as of the moment I can't get to it. So I might just chuck that in motors and transformers. Yum, yum, yum. Another nice ball of the good stuff. Right. Okay, so we've still got a few bits from that I took off. A couple of those boards, which we'll just take. So we're going to get the brass off of these. Just check they're brass, because sometimes, oh, my neodymium magnet has gone. Huh. Is it stuck to my V-block? That happens sometimes. No. Shucks. That was a good one. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to use another. Yeah, just check. Yeah, they are brass. Good, good. Give it a nice pinch at the bottom and a pull round. Brittle boards again. Okay. Okay. Brass in here. Let's get that. Because of course we want that. Lots of little springies on here. See if these will pull out. Yeah, they will. Great. There we go. Springs are all going to come out now, which is fine by me because I want springs. Now I've got MOSFETs. Should we have a little bash to have a look at the plates in these? Yes, or as I hear you say, please do smash some more stuff up. Yummy! Can you see how thick that is? Don't pass up MOSFETs. Too delicious. So I'll just quickly do this. Right, I can see some dust, so take no chances. Just going to whip on the respirator. If I can see it, then it's going in my lungs. And nobody wants that. No matter how small. Okay, so yummy. Copper. It's all copper. Nice little weight there too. But let's just compare one that's not got a metal back. There, there's a fully plastic one. Let's see what's inside that one, shall we? No, it's still copper. It's still... So the people that say that say don't take the ones without the metal back, why? Just as much copper in that. It just happens to be encased with plastic. So yay. Nice. Messy business, this scrapping malarkey, isn't it? Messy, messy business. And I think that's pretty much the last thing, wasn't it? That we took out. Well worth it. Look at that. Oh, aren't they lovely? Yes, baby. Anyone? Right, so here's the thing about micro scrapping, is that it takes a long time. So for you to get those goodies, it takes a long time. And if time is money, it's not worth it for a lot of people. If you're a hobby scrapper like me, it's worth it because it's fun. You have a good time. You get your tools well used, well appreciated. Let's see what we got. I've been filming a long time. I'll edit it to shorter, but I feel like this might be it, and this is going to be a what have we got out of micro scrapping kind of video. So whenever I'm moving wire around, I do put my safety specs back on because I value my eyesight, basically. What can I say? So, oh, I've got another transformer there. Shall we? That's more braided. Why not? We're here. We're doing it. Why the devil not, I say. Back to my new favourite tool. And blast it. I'm such butterfingers. And there is way too much of mine. Oh, I actually found it. That's surprising. I need to go for that shed crumble on the floor because, yeah, there's quite a lot there. It's actually really thick, this braided copper. Very thick. Very nice indeed. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Okay. So you can see how benches get into such a mess because this stuff takes time, and so you put it to the side to come back to, and especially when you're like doing YouTube videos, is that you think, well, no one's going to want to see me process that, so you do more and more other stuff, and this builds up more and more and more. And your time up here is precious, so you want to be filming, and so you get into a bit of a pickle, I'll be honest. At least this is what's happened to me and Ian. I mean, he might say otherwise, but come on, his shed is even worse than mine. We all know this is true. He just needs to accept it. Don't you, Ian? speaks the Padawan, as you used to call me. Well, I think I've picked up a few too many of your habits. Okay, let's see what we got. This is the non-ferrous. I say, that's a two-hander. Right. Don't fall off the bench. Don't fall off the bench. Is there any more in there? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, it doesn't smell very nice. But it does sound nice. Now I know where I need to be singing my scrap songs. You can leave your hat on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. You can leave your hat on. Well, that was rather awkward. I had a phone call from my husband while I was doing that, and it stopped recording. So where were we? You can leave your hat on. Do 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 do. You can leave your hat on. Hours of fun. All right. You will be making future appearances, my friend. All right. So, oh. Ooh. Right, let's put all the copper. See, look at all this copper. Look at it. So much. So much. This is like fruits of labour, isn't it? And then you've got the little grassy pile there. There. So that's all brass that will just go into my little brass thing. And I just say it's all worth it. It all adds up. It's just yummy. They need cutting off with a Stanley knife, so I will do that, but once I've got a Stanley knife. Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Wouldn't you agree? Not so nice, but still aluminium all the same. So yeah, that is why I micro scrap. Because I do love fruits of the labour, you know? Yum. Yum. It's just, what can I say? It's fun and it's yum. So, I do have a little announcement to make. Would you please leave a main comment in the comment section? I would really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm and me bobby and shows YouTube that you guys actually like me, and then it might recommend my videos a little bit more. And a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, because who doesn't want to see more of this Sollers action? Probably quite a few people. Who said that? Keep your opinions to yourself down there. We'll have none of that here. Oh, good job I got my safety specs on. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Bye.
She loves me. dismantle and recycling. E-waste and creation, she is always a cut above. Like, comment,